I'm not about to sit here and sell you a dream like reselling is easy money. It's not. The game has changed. The same thrift stores, the same eBay tricks, the same YouTube advice everyone copied in 2020. That stuff is getting crowded. Not even to mention expensive and controlled. That doesn't mean reselling is dead. It honestly just means lazy reselling is dead. See, the problem is most people were taught a side hustle but weren't taught how to build a business. See, a lot of people think that reselling is just going to a thrift store or going to Ross, TJ Maxx, and finding a product that may be on clearance because they saw their favorite content creator doing it on a reel or the latest shorts. But then they list it on eBay, wait for it to sell and get profit. This is not a sustainable way to build your business. Everybody has new technology nowadays and it continues to grow in a really, really fast amount. You have Google Lens, you have thrift stores that are actually charging more, and you also have YouTube. People can now also search these products that you're selling to see if you're getting a bargain for it and then trying to sell it for a higher margin. See, when everybody has access to the same apps, the same thrift store, and the same YouTube video, the advantages disappear. Let's be real. Inventory gets harder to find, prices are higher, platforms get more competitive, and customers are more price sensitive. Now, with this comes brands finding their own system. Not just any system, reselling systems on how they could actually buy products back. Thrift stores, they're getting smarter. Live sellers buying inventory in bulk. Let's face it, AI is making everything easier for these big companies to wipe you out of the game. And this can become frustrating, especially when you're somebody that has took years to not only learn, but to actually try, do, and invest your own money. And the last thing you want to do is fail, because again, if your entire business depends on a lucky deal or a lucky find, you don't have a business. You have a scavenger hunt. Now, let's actually talk about it. Most resellers just don't flat out have any control. They don't have control over their profit margin, product source, buyers list, platform. They're depending on platforms like eBay, Mercari, and Amazon for luck to sell, and also thrift stores, department stores, and actual flea markets just to find products that they hope fall flat in their lap. See, that's why I tell people don't overbuy a product just because the wholesaler is making the price look good. Test the product first, learn how it moves, and then scale. I'm being honest. This is the part people just don't do. You are just looking to sell things just because you want to feel like you're moving and you're building towards something, but don't actually have a goal. Don't actually have a set goal of the week that you want to accomplish financially. And you also don't look at your metrics in the sense of trying to continue to evolve. Every day I want to make more money. I never settle for just one metric or making a certain amount of money. It's always trying to push it further and further, because see, one product will never do. Two products won't either. Your business needs to have a staple, a brand. You need to be recognized for something. For me, it is electronics. It's something I enjoy selling because it brings me profit, because it is a need. What is yours? And I want you guys to put it in the comments below, because it may be something I can help you with. Comment below right now what you're actually focused on selling. Is it electronics? Is it something that has to do with cologne or fashion? What are you actually focused on trying to sell? Because see, getting it in a smaller quantity first will always help you. And that's where wesply.com comes into play. This is wesply.com, a site that I created for resellers. And it is a site composed of products that are selling fast, but also products you can see are going to sell, products that you can actually buy wholesale without having to spend all of your budget. See, we only list trending items on this site, and we make sure that all items can be shipped to you within 2 days. Nothing here is going to be restricted. You can buy one piece, you can buy 4, 6, or 12. And there's a bunch of different products. We have 2 categories right now, audio and charging. Now, the trending category is going to come back towards the summer, where we'll have different trending items as well, like these squishy butter toys that we just got in, and a bunch of other things that are selling on TikTok Shop and also on eBay and more. But the key is, how do you actually test products just like this 3-in-1 magnetic charging pad, right? Something like this could sell really, really well if you actually can sell it on your eBay. Not every product sells the same. Every product is not looked at and seen equally. Some eBays sell chargers well, some sell audio products well. I would be lying to you if I told you it was one product that fits all. It's not the case. And that's why this site also allows you to have resellers kits where you can buy a 25-piece kit full of pods, chargers, and also audio, including speakers and including different low ticket items that can help you get that positive feedback for your eBay, Mercari, Amazon, and more. It's all about getting that feedback, reviews, and also pairing it with a product that can become a staple in your store. And these products all, again, can be shipped to you within 2 days. Everything comes from the United States of America. So I want you to remember, the platform is not the business. The products and the customers are. Do not just depend on thrift stores or eBay. No, use them all. A lot of reselling has to do with people becoming too comfortable with the way that's working now. And what I found is flea markets worked for me great when I was first started reselling. But then I wanted to make more than just $1,000 in a weekend. So I started on eBay, and then I went to Mercari, and Mercari got a little difficult. They were striking a lot of our products and people wanted to negotiate consistently. And it was like I was haggling every single sale. So I went to platforms like Poshmark, Vinted. See, these are platforms you could sell on, but you need to make sure you have a vast variety of platforms at your disposal. Now, yes, it will get overwhelming. You'll get orders on multiple platforms, and then you will have to narrow them down sometimes because you'll see one platform is selling at high volume, others may be selling low. But again, this goes to my main point. Reselling isn't dying. Reselling where you're just listing on one platform or maybe two, or just trying to copy what you see online, as far as somebody going to a clearance section in Walmart, is taking all of the soap and then listing it on Amazon, trying to send it to Amazon FBA. You get charged not only for selling the product with a seller's fee, but you get charged because you are having someone pick the products that you delivered the products to package. You have to make sure that you're putting all of the power in your hands. So what do you do if you want to still make money reselling and you're tired of just the hype? Well, number one, stop depending on one source. If you are a thrifter and you are looking to buy items at thrift stores, try to also find products from suppliers locally. Try talking to others at flea markets and seeing where they get their products from. See, I've saw that communicating and networking seems to point you in directions you've never knew existed. See, I've learned that the hard way. I wouldn't have found any supplier if I never just opened my mouth and talked. You might have somebody around you that could actually assist you by pointing you in the right direction. Number two, stop relying on one online source. Now, I would always recommend to start selling in person before you start selling online. It kind of gauges and tells you exactly what people see in the products you're trying to sell rather than what you see. Your lens will always be filtered into what you like, but when you have other customers, they will give you a new input, something different, something you probably didn't think about as far as what the product is or what they see in the product. See, the people online usually won't be giving you this feedback. They'll just give you a bad review or a good one. Before you get there, you want to make sure you've done your best in due diligence to make sure customers in person like it. Number three, learn the math. Learn your metrics. You need to learn exactly what your profit margin per product is going to be. Stick to that profit margin. I recommend a 35 to 75% profit margin, depending on if it's a low cost or a high cost good. COG is very important, cost of goods, but also making sure that your sourcing is top notch. Have multiple sourcing options depending on what your niche is. You need to make sure it's something other than just the standard Alibaba and AliExpress. Why? Well, because when people that buy your products go to search for your product to see different competitors, obviously AliExpress will pop up, and sometimes even Alibaba. Now, again, the technology, the AI that we are just bombarded with has created more of a competitive edge. You need to make sure you have private suppliers that people don't just have access to. This helps you not only maintain your privacy, but also leverage, as you have pricing that maybe others that are just drop shipping can't get. See, the main thing is not to become a drop shipper or a standard reseller. It's to become a unique one. Somebody that could excel in different ways that other competitors can't. Because then when the customer is looking for that sale or for that product, you'll be the one that can convert. Number four, you want to build buyers. And when I say that, I'm talking about the repetitive buyer. So you want to have products, one, people need, but two, products that actually are going to be sold in bundles or something that people will come back for. A good example is toothpaste or Type-C charger bricks. These are things that people seem to come back for on a consistent basis. And lastly, number 5, building a system. And this has to do with a lead magnet. You need to have some type of lead magnet that people are going to go into so you can store their information, so you can push out all of your promotions. So whether you're selling on Mercari, OfferUp, eBay, Facebook, wherever, you want that customer to get that business card, that flyer, that postcard, something where they are actually being able to engage with you personally. Give them an incentive, a coupon code, something that they actually can benefit from, so you could start the relationship off with you actually providing value, which they'll remember. So this is why I've been shifting how I personally look at reselling. I don't want to just teach people how to find a random product and make $20. I want to teach them how to build income streams that actually make sense. See, phone flipping makes sense because people always need phones. Wholesale electronics makes sense because people will always need chargers, earbuds, and cases, not to mention speakers and accessories. Now, local selling still works because there are cash buyers still out there, but you have to know your numbers and you have to know your market. This is where most people lose. They want profit, but don't want the process. So here's the truth. Reselling isn't dead. There's no war on reselling, but the easy version everyone has been doing for years is dying. The people that are going to survive are going to be the people that adapt, people who actually learn products, people who build buyers list and also network, have suppliers, and try others out. People that stop depending on apps and thrift stores, one supplier, and of course, one lucky flip. This is not guru talk. This is real business. If you're trying to build a real income stream from reselling, stop chasing the hype, drop shipping and thrifting and Amazon FBA, and start with building a system, because the game is changing whether you're ready or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. I give you more reselling tips and tricks. And speaking of systems, make sure you click the video that pops up on the screen. Also like this video if you guys have learned anything. And please, please, please make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, because I can't wait to bring you guys the next banger. Thank you guys. Peace.